Sound check. Oh, okay.
Hello.
Okay. Tootsie.
Greetings.
Oh, okay. Everyone, you guys hear everyone okay? Everyone, welcome into session 12 of what is it called again? Chuptropia? Welcome in, everyone. First things first. Introductions. JD, go.
Hi, my name is J Dario, but most people just call me JD or Joseph. I am a shrimp YouTuber who does not stream, but when I do art. I do just dance. I do variety stuff. I'm playing a rogue furbolg named Zephyr, who is also apparently the hero of Churik. He's, I would say, sensible, but he hasn't been doing the most sensible stuff recently. He's a bit stubborn, but he loves trees, he loves nature, he loves animals. And yeah, that's him.
Okay.
He loves trees a lot.
Oh, we haven't seen a tree in a while. I got Kitty, go.
Hi, my name is Gally. I'm playing Gordon. Gordon do things.
Oh.
He's not sensible.
Oh.
And hello. The end.
Okay. Ace.
Hello, I'm Emo Ace. I'm a metal V singer that streams and makes videos on YouTube. I do challenge runs like Pokemon Nuzlocke, Master Duel challenges, and do covers of metal songs. I play Master Wayug, who is legally distinct. I'm just gonna stop right there. And he's listen, DreamWorks. If you need to talk, reach out to my lawyer. Okay, all right.
Oh.
You know, listen. There's no need to file a cease and desist against my character. Listen. I was gonna make another joke, but I don't know if that would be spoilers. But
Oh,
right.
spoilers.
Anyway.
Spoilers are Gordon's dead.
Huh?
I saw it. I saw it in the future.
In a fever dream?
Saw it in the future.
Yeah, and the crystal ball.
Okay. Well, anyway. Last session, not a lot of things happened, but let's get a recap. Do you guys remember what happened last session?
Where did we start off last session?
Put your brains together, I believe in you.
We were reporting to the barracks, right?
Uh-huh.
And then we met Arya, who is super chill and let us off the hook super easy.
Uh-huh.
And then we visited the girl we rescued. She seemed to be doing a lot better, though we found out she speaks a different language.
Infernal, I think.
Infernal, yeah, exactly. We also found out that a lot of soldiers have been getting hurt around the fishing hole.
Fishing well.
Yeah, and then we chilled with Deuce for a little bit. Deuce took us to see the queen, but she wasn't there. We talked to her magical advisor, and then his name was Punir, I'm pretty sure. And then we went to the barracks to report for our next shift of night duty, when we were sent to go investigate the fishing hole, where there had been reports of serpent attacks and missing people. If I forgot anything, anyone can chime in.
Yeah. Arya told us to go ask the queen if we're gonna be helping them. And then the queen told us to go talk to Arya, ask if we're helping them. Why are we going in circles? It doesn't make sense. It's all over.
Wait.
Except we never saw the queen.
Yeah, I was about to say I didn't remember that.
I blame Bunir. It's Bunir's fault.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else you guys remember from last time?
Yeah, recording's broke.
Oh, is that true?
And Wayug is even more broke.
Oh.
And JD has 490 gold.
Yeah.
Okay, and do you guys remember the very last part where we left off last session?
Yeah. We were chilling, and I wanted to go attack Valentine, but Wayug doesn't want to attack Valentine.
Wait, what?
I believe we agreed with Arya, like we made an agreement with her that we would let them take care of the vegan delight situation and deal with Valentine.
Did we? I don't remember that.
That did not happen, but
Okay,
Yeah.
I misremembered.
I was literally rewatching the VOD. That 100% didn't happen.
All I remember was like she was like, "Yeah, we're aware of the situation." Wink.
You put a lot of words in Arya's mouth.
I've been gone for 2 weeks. I don't remember anything.
Arya basically said like, check this out and then you'll find out more stuff. Hello.
yeah, and she wanted you to define what exactly?
Sir,
What did she want us to find?
question mark?
No, the serpents. She told you about the serpent. She knows about the serpent. She told you to figure something out, and the serpents were related to that. Do you remember
Yeah.
what she asked you to investigate?
Yeah.
Why people are going missing? Question mark.
No.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Does anyone remember?
You don't remember our mission? Our one and only mission?
No.
The one mission she gave you guys?
Yeah, about that.
Oh dear. This is why so
What?
you guys need to be taking notes.
Is was it a special artifact?
No.
Okay. Never mind.
What about you, Cutie? You were watching the VOD. Did you listen in?
What are you talking about? I don't know anything.
Oh dear.
So I guess we're gonna go talk to Arya again.
Okay, basically, I mean, you guys just talked to her, okay? The last time it happened last session was she gave you this new quest, she gave you some new information, and then she dismissed you guys, and then Wei-Yu wanted to go see the little girl again, and that's where we stopped.
Oh.
So Arya wanted you guys to research about the recent happenings on the island and find the root cause of why all this stuff is happening.
That's basically what I said, right?
No, but sure. If it makes you feel better, I'll say
You're putting
yes.
words in Arya's mouth.
Okay, so now you guys are still in the barracks. Arya just dismissed you guys. I don't know if you guys still want to see the little girl in the infirmary, but up to you guys. How do you guys want to, or do you guys want to discuss on what you guys want to do? It is about it's like 4:30 p.m.-ish. So technically your night shift hasn't started, quote unquote. So Dante has not taken his shift yet. You guys have a couple hours before you're supposed to be doing your night shift or your investigation. Yes. Thinking.
Yeah.
Gears grinding.
What do you think, JD?
Does Wade still want to see the girl? I feel like we just saw her
Do you
this
remember? Do you remember
morning.
why you wanted to see her? How about you guys? Okay, how about you lay out your options and decide where you guys want to go?
So we could go visit the girl. We could just rest up before night shift. We could go see Deuce. We could explore the castle. I believe there was like a library somewhere in here. We could investigate or like ask around about the fishing hole. We could talk to Arya or Bunir. Or we could just explore the capital. Do we have any side quests going on that I forget about?
Depends on what you consider a side quest. You don't have any like official quests, you know, given by the Adventurers Guild. Besides the queen stuff.
There was Professor Worm who disappeared with our notebook.
Yeah, he went to the wall.
That is
Yeah.
true. That is true. That did happen.
Why he go on the wall?
He just gone home.
Aside from that, I don't know if there's any other objectives we have at the moment.
You guys want to think about all of the suspicious things happening and maybe find a common denominator?
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
a good idea.
Figure out. You know?
I know who the common denominator is.
And what is that?
Zephyr, the hero of Trek.
I guess so.
I don't know about that.
It's Deuce.
Deuce is out kidnapping people.
We know people have been missing. We know that recently there's been a new curfew set. We know that there was that slime creature inside of the cave behind the waterfall. And after we killed it, it said a bunch of things.
It cursed us out.
Oh dear.
We know that people have just been washing up on the shore with no memory or no idea how they ended up on Churik or why. What else?
I know that people are getting overcharged for the boat ride.
Is that?
There's some evil afoot.
Do you remember things that citizens of the capital have said before in passing, perhaps?
They said we should overthrow the queen.
Did they say that? I don't think they said that.
Well, there's some hostility towards the queen. I don't specifically remember why.
Because the queen keeps exercising their power beyond their means. Just because it's a monarchy does not mean that you can exercise your power unlimitedly. So thus, we must overthrow the queen.
Oh. Spoken like a true man.
For legal reasons, I do not know who this person is.
See, that's the issue now. The legality system is all in support of the queen.
Oh.
However, we must prove them wrong.
Huh? Who's they?
Oh, wait.
Huh?
Never mind. I'm out of character.
Oh.
What? I'm starting to realize I need to pay more attention to what people are saying.
Okay, well, gather around, huddle up, game plan.
All right,
I think we should go look for the missing people.
so we're going to overthrow the queen.
Oh,
I don't think we're gonna do that.
Who said anything about the queen?
You did.
Is your conscience speaking to you?
Maybe I'm hearing things.
Oh dear.
So are we just resting up before night shift?
What do you mean? It's already time for night shift.
It's 4 o'clock.
I think it's good time for a 4 o'clock nap.
You guys didn't wake up that long ago.
That is also true.
I want to go see the little girl and talk to her.
You can never have enough nap.
You guys can always
Is
split off too. If you guys want to do different things.
Yeah, let's go talk to Valentine. See ya.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Gordon's heading to
Gordon, go walk towards
Valentine's?
Beacon Delights.
Okay. Anyone want to join Gordon? It is Gordon, so
Wait, is he actually going, or
yes, he's walking off.
going.
He just
He's
left.
going.
He left the barracks. He's walking away.
he's going to Vegan Delights?
He's going to Vegan Delights.
He's not joking.
I'm going
Nah.
to Beacon Delights.
Why would he joke? He's very serious.
Okay.
I'm sure nothing's gonna happen in broad daylight.
I'll go with them.
Okay, Wayu is going to follow Gordon to Vegan Delights. Zephyr, what about you?
I think Zephyr's just gonna stay at the castle, maybe check out the library and see if he can talk to some people.
Okay.
You're not coming with us to Vegan Delights?
I'll be fine.
Gordon goes in a direction where he thinks Vegan's Delights bar is.
Okay, shall you roll to see if you're right?
That'd be perception?
Um,
Investigation?
survival.
That's a pretty good roll.
15. Yeah, you know where you're going. It's not that hard. There's one big main road. You just gotta follow it. Gordon's got it.
Yeah, and there's the shop with a bunch of eyeballs in front of it. Very hard to miss.
Yeah. Vegan Delights is a pink and white building amongst the other buildings, so it's a little
Gordon
hard to
starts
miss.
moving towards the library.
Also, it's a vegan bakery, so it's always empty.
Wayugi watches Gordon walks towards the library.
Wait, that's not Vegan Delights.
How do you know? Gordon keeps walking.
He has a point.
It doesn't. All right, Gordon and Wayu, you guys stop right in front of the library, which is attached to the academy, as you guys remember.
Oh. Wait, how did we end up here?
You.
Gordon turns towards Wayug. Why are we over here? Aren't we supposed to go to Vegan Delights?
Yeah.
Wayu short circuits.
Wayug? Well, I guess this is fine. I'll go inside.
Oh, all right. Gordon enters the library.
Shall we see Professor Worm again and see what he's up to?
Professor Worm? Who's that? Oh, I remember him. Yeah, we can go see Professor Worm.
All right.
All right. You guys head over to the academy, which is just straight through the library. You're going down this little hallway, which is actually sort of full right now. There's actually students leaving the little lecture halls at the moment, seemingly to go back home. Once you reach the lecture hall that Professor Worm usually is at, you see him there collecting his items and stuffing them into his briefcase.
I sneak up to him
Sneak up.
and kind of just appear behind him.
Can you roll for stealth to see if this is successful?
Gordon runs down towards it, towards the bottom of the auditorium, towards Professor Worm. Hey, you finished up?
Oh!
Oh,
Okay,
what the-
well, I mean, if you're sneaking while Gordon is getting his attention, I'll give you advantage. So you can roll again.
Okay.
Just for context, he rolled a 1.
He rolled a 3.
And then he rolled a 3.
While Gordon is running at him, there's only one entrance to the lecture hall, so when Professor Worm turns, he sees Gordon running to him, as well as this turtle guy, running up to him, and, you guys meet eyes. He knows you're coming. He just kind of looks at you guys a little dazed. He's like, yes?
Hey, Professor. Hey, Professor. Do you remember us?
Oh, yeah, you guys came in the other day. Can I help you?
Yeah, we were actually trying to see if you had the transcribed code that we handed to you the other day.
Oh, the thing you mentioned last time you were here?
Yeah, and then you ran off all suspiciously as if you lost it?
Panic sort of washes over his face as he's like scanning at your guys' faces, almost like he's trying to remember something. And he goes, you know what? I think I actually lost it. I don't have it.
Oh, where did you lose it?
I'm sure it must have slipped out of my bag while I was going back home.
Oh,
Professor
you
Worm,
sure it's not at your home?
Oh, what was it? Wait.
Professor Worm, you had one job.
Well, he has multiple jobs, like teaching.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, he had one job that we gave him. What?
Did we pay him?
No.
What's
we could.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, if you can find it, we'll pay you. And then Gordon reaches into his pocket and freezes. Yeah.
we have a lot of money in the vault. We can pay you handsomely. We just tell us the truth. Did you lose it? And if you did, can you get it back?
Oh, I mean, if he...
Professor Worm, he kind of like stares at you guys, a little dumbfounded. Almost, it seems like he's trying to calculate what he wants to say to you
lost
guys.
it? Just find it.
And he says, I'm afraid I don't think I'll be able to find it for you guys. I'm sorry.
What if we just non-suspiciously follow you back home, and we'll retrace your footsteps, and I'll look through your house, and we find it. Easy peasy.
Again, he kind of breaks out into a cold sweat, kind of rubbing the back of his neck, looking around awkwardly, and he's like, I just don't think I'm comfortable with that.
Oh, why not? We're cool.
Can you roll for, I don't know, persuasion? Oh dear.
Oh.
Gally rolled a 2.
Cool.
Gally rolled a
Not
2.
rolling good.
Yeah,
I think
but
that's the secret. That's the secret to rolling low. Just say we're cool.
Professor Worm, he kind of gives you guys a very awkward, forced smile, and he's like, I'm sure you guys are. I'm just so busy, and I got a lot of things to do, and I'm afraid I just can't, and then he kind of stutters off, and then goes back to looking very busy as he packs his bag.
Why do we need this code again?
Listen, I'm not a very violent person, but
Oh,
I am.
Huh?
I do not resort to violence.
You're lawful good, by the way.
I am lawful good, by the way. But we are clearly not getting anywhere. And we need some movement on this. So, this is, I guess, our final time asking. Are you bullshitting us, Professor Worm?
This is a question.
Is this an intimidation roll?
Is this an intimidation? I guess so.
can't
With the
tell.
way you opened up, I guess roll for intimidation. I almost went on a 3. That was almost a 3.
No, it's almost a 3.
Okay.
It's a do it. It's an 18.
18? That's pretty decent. Professor Worm, he kind of pauses as he goes to pick up like a pencil on the floor. He slowly looks over at Wei-Yug, his like lip quivering as he stares into Wei-Yug's turtly eyes.
as you and Professor Worm are talking, Gordon is moving his hands around looking for gold, and he finds a crumpled piece of paper in his pocket.
Oh.
And then he opens it up and he goes, "Wait a minute. Where did this come from?"
What is it?
And he hands it over to Wei-Yug.
Oh. What did he hand Wei-Yug?
A crumpled piece of paper.
Oh, there's nothing on it?
No.
Alright, Professor Worm is gonna take this opportunity to quickly make haste out of the lecture hall.
Oh, no, you don't.
No. What the? It's okay. What? Oh. It's okay, Wei-Yug. We didn't need the note anyway.
I'm going to try and stop Professor Worm before he tries to get out.
Okay, how are you gonna do that?
I'm gonna trip him.
Oh. Alright.
Lawful good, by the way.
Give us a, I don't know, a dex roll?
13.
13. Okay, I'm gonna roll for Professor Worm. Ooh. You successfully trip Professor Worm, and he kind of stumbles over a little bit, dropping his briefcase.
Listen, as I said, I don't want to get violent,
Oh my gosh.
but we need answers. Please, for the love of God.
Gordon suddenly remembers and starts walking out of the academy towards Vegan Delights.
Do you do anything while you watch Gordon walk away? Or are you still asking Professor Worm about stuff?
I'm still asking Professor Worm.
I think Gordon's just chaotic neutral.
Professor Worm just in a panic asks, like, what do you want from me?
I want to know what you saw on the note. What did you read? What did you remember? What do you remember translating from the note, if you remember anything from it? And tell us the truth.
He kind of clutches his briefcase close to his chest, and he just shakes his head. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't know what you're talking about.
We gave you the note. Your eyes widened, and you ran away from us. You know something.
Again, he kind of shakes his head, and he's like, I really don't know what you guys are talking about. I've never seen any note from you guys.
We gave you the note.
He just keeps shaking his head.
No habla español.
Hey,
Did we
Gordon.
give him a note? Gordon's gone.
We did give him. We gave him the note.
Did we?
Yes, we did. We did.
Did we?
Are you? I just.
This is why we need insight checks.
I roll for insight.
Okay, roll. Oh,
Nat 20.
Why did you roll like 8 different dice?
Because I clicked wrong.
he's really passionate
It is a
right now.
nat
He's
20
really
though.
passionate.
It is a nat
It is
20.
a nat
It is a
20.
nat 20.
Okay. Wei Yu, you look into this poor elf man's soul, and your insert the deity you picked here calls out to you. Oh, AD, stop that. And something overcomes you, Wei Yu. You get a sudden rush, a certain feeling, but this feeling is telling you that this Professor Worm you're talking to right now, this elf professor man, he wholeheartedly has no idea what you are talking about.
I knew it.
And almost as soon as that rush comes over you, he disappears.
Did we give him the note?
I'm not answering that. I just walk away.
I think Wei just had like a midlife crisis.
Just for Ace, you guys did give him a note.
I knew it! I knew it!
We did.
Yeah, you guys did.
Then what?
But this Professor Worm wholeheartedly does not.
This Don't tell me we're in a multiverse.
Is that what
No,
your first instinct?
you're not in a multiverse.
That's not what I was thinking.
Wait, okay. Huh. I think I know it.
Anyway, are you following
Okay.
Gordon to Big
Okay,
Dice now?
so A,
Okay.
Oh.
y'all were not gaslighting me.
Yeah, we weren't.
No, okay. Actually, no, y'all were gaslighting me. 2, this Professor Worm is not the same Professor Worm that we talked to and gave the note to.
I don't think you can confirm or deny that.
Okay, 3, I'm going to Vegan Delights.
I'm already
Okay.
halfway there.
You guys head to Vegan Delights, and then we'll go over to Zephyr. Zephyr, what's your first course of action at the palace?
Zephyr's gonna try and see if Bunir is still in the Queen's room.
Okay. Zephyr, you make your way to the Queen's room, aka the throne room. Again, when you step into the throne room, you do not see the Queen. You do see Bunir at a table, sort of in the corner, looking over some scrolls and whatnot. But there's no Queen. There's also not the other elf man that's usually like on the right side of her. Bunir is the only one in the throne room at the moment.
Zephyr approaches Bunir's table, and then as he gets closer, he gives them a salute.
Wait, Wait, hold up. Marcus raid. Usually I don't acknowledge raids in D&D, but Marcus just had his debut. Welcome in.
Congrats, Marcus.
Hey,
Congrats on your debut. Welcome in, everyone. We're just doing some we're doing D&D right now. No, don't be sorry. Welcome in, everyone. You guys should check out Marcus. Marcus sings. He's like a portal wizard guy. He had like a whole lore video and a new cover, and it was pretty epic. You guys should have seen it. Welcome in. You guys are now witnessing our crew here try to figure out stuff. No problem, Marcus. Okay, back to task at hand. Zephyr, you're approaching Bunir's table.
And as I approach, I just give him a salute, and I say, hello again, Bunir.
He just kind of looks over at you and gives you a curt nod before going back to his work.
I see the queen has still not returned.
Bunir kind of mutters under his breath, kind of like, she's at a meeting.
I see. Do you have a couple moments to spare? I just have a couple questions that I thought you might be able to answer.
Cutie, can you turn off our dryer machine?
It's part of the end.
Bunir, he looks over, he kind of puts down like the quill he's been holding, kind of folds his arms, and he's like, sure.
I'm sorry to bother your work, but we have recently just received a quest, or not a quest, but a task from Arya, the king, or the Knight's Guard, and she just wanted us to investigate what's been happening around the island. We've been hearing about missing people, as well as just other occurrences happening that are just out of the ordinary. So I was just wondering if you have any insight on that, being the Queen's Arcanist and all.
His eyes kind of go wide as you start speaking about this. And then almost as quickly as they go wide, he kind of softens his look to look more natural, more normal. And he kind of hums for a moment, thinking. And he's like, well, I don't know too much about it, since it's not like in my line of duties. I do have a very specific role I play in the palace, but I'm sure you could probably find something maybe about it in the palace library.
Oh, maybe what section should I take a look in?
Let's see. He said, what'd you tell him again? He said they're just weird occurrences and stuff.
Weird occurrences, missing people.
Weird occurrences, missing people. He hums for a moment, and he says, maybe some history books about the history of Turek. Maybe there's been some previous, precedents about the same sort of things going on.
How long have you been on Turek?
Me? He kind of looks down at this kind of scrolls he's been working on, and he looks back at you, and he's like, I think I've been here about maybe almost a decade.
Oh, wow. Have you ever heard of any sort of similar occurrences happening before? Or is this the first time something on this scale has happened?
Kind of the corner of his lip kind of twitches, and he kind of looks away from your gaze, and he kind of lets out a like a quiet, I'm not sure.
Can Zephyr use insight to see if she's like lying or?
Yeah, just roll for insight check.
Okay, rolling for insight. Oof, I got a 6.
Come on.
You don't know what the hell's going on. You're not sure if he's lying or.
But he's just shy.
Yeah, he's a shy boy. He's got his hood over his head, you know. He wears all black. He's Just a little emo.
Is Zephyr able to see what Punir's writing or working on?
You glance over at the scrolls he's writing on. What languages do you know again?
Common, Giant, and Elvish. And Thieves' Cant.
The only ones you can recognize is a little bit of Common you see here and there. And on those scrolls of Common, it's kind of just like basic reports about the capital. Sort of like how much they're exporting for trade and how much they're getting in. Kind of just transactional stuff like that.
Okay. In that case, Zephyr goes to take his leave. He thanks Bunir for his help and heads towards the library.
Alright, while you're heading towards the library, Gordon, you have just hit Vegan Delights. Weiyug is closing in on you. What shall you do? Right now, it's pretty busy. There are people going in and out from Vegan Delights. Vegan Delights is pretty packed at the moment with just people there eating and whatnot.
I just enter.
Alright.
I go in.
You enter and a little bell rings above your head.
Is there anyone up front? The counters or anything like that?
There's a lot of like little cute circle tables sprawled across the cafe. Many of them are taken. There's some booth seats that are open, kind of like on this ledge around the front window. In the back, as you remember from the last night when you guys infiltrated, there's a little counter in the back where people go up to order. There is quite a long line at the moment, but behind the counter are two cashiers in uniform, and you also see Valentine, the vampire. He's not hard to miss. He's like the only pale, white, ghostly figure behind the counter at the moment. He is sort of calling out orders and handing out pastries and whatnot. And then, of course, there are people in the back where the kitchen is, going in and out, putting pastries up for display and handing things out and making milkshakes and whatnot.
Gordon walks up towards the counter and goes straight to the back, following the same pathing he went last night. Up the stairs.
Oh, you're going behind the counter?
Yeah.
Well, okay, you go up to the counter. How do you go over the counter? Do you just jump over, or do you go through the little latch to...
I pull the latch and I pull the like the little trapdoor type of thing, and I pull it up and I just go straight towards the back.
Well, before you can open up the latch, Valentine, he spots you coming over to the latch, and he hobbles over you, and he holds out a hand. He's like, whoa, employees only in the back, and he gives you a smile.
Oh, sorry, this isn't the way over to the restroom?
Oh, no, the restrooms are right there, and he points right behind you where there is clearly a restroom door.
Oh, my apologies. And then I turn back around and then lift the latch, and then
he kind of grabs your hand before you grab the latch again. And he's like, is there something you need?
Oh, actually, I was coming here to find Valentine.
That'll be me. And he points to his name tag, which clearly says Valentine.
Wait, Gordon never saw Valentine, right?
Oh, wait.
He didn't. Gordon did not.
That is true. I guess,
It was
okay.
only Zephyr and Weiyug.
Well, there, he points at his name tag, and he's like, right here?
Oh, you're Valentine.
The one
Hi,
and
I'm Gordon.
only. Hello?
Nice to meet you.
He shakes her hand. Blah.
Actually, to tell you the truth, we've been patrolling over the night, and honestly, I think you might have. I had some questions for you when you had a chance.
While you were
You think
talking
you can,
to Valentine, where you have now entered Vegan Delights,
Well, this is
and you
awkward.
see
She's seen Wayug before.
I barge in.
He saw Wayug last night.
I kick open the door.
All right, Gordon, you notice where you coming in, but Valentine still has his attention on you.
Anyways, I was on night patrol last night, and we noticed some things that you might be able to help us out with.
He kind of knits his brows together and gives you like a what are you talking about?
You guys seem pretty busy right now. May I reserve some time? Maybe later tonight?
Sure. We close at 6, so anytime after that.
Alright, sounds great. Maybe around 7?
Okay. You want to meet just here, or?
Yeah. Here would be fine. There's plenty of space here, right?
Yeah. All right, 7 tonight.
Yep, 7 tonight. Now, it might be me and my colleagues will come over and we'll have a little chat. I see you're absurdly busy, so.
Yeah, it's a little busy, but I got
And then
you.
I turn towards Wayug and I see him barging into the door and go, oh. There goes one of my colleagues now.
Where you see Gordon talking to Valentine.
I kind of just announce, I need to use the bathroom.
Oh,
Some of the workers there cleaning up kind of point you over to the bathroom that's right next to Gordon.
Thank you. And I go into the bathroom and shut the door.
Oh, good.
okay. Never mind then. We'll see you later.
Valentine
walk-
goes back to working.
I'll walk out and then I leave Wayug in the restroom and start heading towards the palace.
Oh. Where you?
I was joking. I'm not going to the bathroom.
Where's going?
I merely needed to wash my hands.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to the palace. Would you like to join me?
Yes.
Do we not have a night shift around 7 p.m.?
Well, we can always come to Vegan Delights.
I guess.
We're also in charge of the main road, which Vegan Delights is on.
Wait, aren't we going to the
We're going to the fishing hole tonight.
hole?
Oh, yeah, huh?
Anyways,
Okay, a slight detour wouldn't help anyone.
we'll deal with that later.
All right, you guys are both heading back to the palace.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you guys are walking back to the palace. Zephyr, you're making your way to the palace library. Do you know where that is?
I should have asked. Is there anyone around that I can ask? Any guards? Any staff?
When you exit the throne room, you actually don't see a lot of people around. Usually you would see like servants like cleaning everything, but at the moment, just where you are in the current hallway, there does not seem to be a soul in sight at your current location.
Oh. Zephyr opens the throne room door, pokes his head in, and kind of just like shouts across the room. He's like, "Which way is the library?"
Paneer looks over and he kind of vaguely points northeast.
Got it, thank you. And then Zephyr closes the door behind him and heads northeast, hoping to bump into someone and or find the library.
While you are walking around in this maze of a palace, you do see sort of someone in the distance walking into a room.
Zephyr sees the person and tries to call for their attention. Like he tries to wave them down.
Door kind of closes behind them before you can say anything. So if you want to follow them into that room.
Sure. Zephyr follows the person into the room.
Alright, you walk over to the room and you open up the door, and it seems to be some sort of canteen area, but it looks like almost all, if not most, of the palace servants and janitors and whatnot, they're all here having a little bit of dinner.
Oh. Sorry to interrupt.
You talking to all of them at once? It's a pretty big room.
Oh, never mind then. Do I see anyone familiar inside of the room?
No. You think they're all servants, and although you've seen a lot of servants at your time at the palace, the only one you really know is Deuce.
Yeah.
So, and compared to all the other servants, he's pretty easy to point out. Most of the servants are they're like goblins or gnomes, mostly female. But you know, Deuce, he's a pretty well-built human man, and you do not see his figure anywhere in this room.
Oh, why did I picture Deuce to be like 2 feet tall? Do you know Pip from Smiling Friends?
Oh god.
That's literally what I was picturing. Anyway. Zephyr walks around the canteen. And he tries to figure out what's going on and why everyone's here.
You kind of just see a lot of them lining up at a sort of table in the back and just dumping food onto a food plate and then sitting back down. Everyone's just eating, chatting about.
I guess it's like late lunch, early dinner.
Yeah, it's about 5:30ish now.
Okay. Zephyr goes up to the table in the back. He lines up and then waits till he gets to the front, and then just asks why everyone's gathered here to whoever's serving the food.
The person serving the food. Actually, there's no one serving the food. It's all self-serve. So there's.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
You just picking up some
Zephyr
food.
I guess Zephyr's just picking up some food. Just like a pre-night shift snack.
You're like the only
And
one.
then-
All the servants wear the same uniform, by the way. So,
Okay, this is a little awkward.
so they know you're not a servant. They're all wearing the same off-white, beige-ish, flowy clothes.
Anyways, Zephyr, it's too late now. He's already in line. He grabs a tray of food and he goes and sits down with some random servants.
Okay. They kind of, nod their head at you when you sit down with them.
Hard day's work, huh?
They're just like, yeah, same as always, same as always.
What do you guys do around here?
One of the gnomes, he's a male gnome, he says, well, I cleaned the stained glass windows in the throne room and the rest of the windows. Usually on Wednesdays and Thursdays, but the rest of the week, I work in the kitchen. Another one is like, yeah, I do all the washing up for the clothes, hanging up to dry, bring them clean. Another one, she tends to the hedges and stuff in the gardens to make sure they look nice and pristine. Make sure the creatures look like the creature they're supposed to look like.
Zephyr just nods along as they share their responsibilities and roles, and you're just like, oh yeah, I was recently hired by the queen just to go on some night shift duties. You guys wouldn't have to know what's been happening around Churik, do you? Have you guys heard any rumors? Know anything about straight missing people?
One of them, like an older gnomish woman, she kind of just goes, "Pah, people are always going missing."
Oh, that's not good.
She kind of lets out a squeaky laugh, and she's like, "It is what it is."
You guys wouldn't happen to know where the library is, would you?
Palace library?
Yeah, the palace library.
Ah. They kind of look at each other, and then one of them, it comes to them. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's on the second floor."
Oh, perfect. Where exactly on the second floor?
It's on the second floor, right above. Which room was it? I don't quite remember, but you can't miss the entrance. It's big. It's this big archway. There's no door into the library, so once you peek in, you'll see all the books, and then you'll know.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm not really that hungry, so I'm just gonna leave this here. Sorry about that. But you guys are great. Keep up the good work. And then he kind of just gives them like some thumbs up as he backs away from the table.
Can you roll for charisma?
I got a 15.
Okay. They kind of just wave back, and they're like, "Oh, nice chatting with you."
All right. And then Zephyr leaves the canteen, like wipes a brow of sweat off of his forehead, and then starts heading towards the library.
All right, you're heading towards the library. You make your way upstairs, and you find the library rather easily, like the servant said. And once you enter into the library, you notice how massive it is. The walls, the ceiling goes pretty high, and the walls are like entirely shelves and shelves of books upon books upon books. And it's sort of circled. The library is kind of in a circular room, and in the middle are a few reading tables, and at one of them, you find Deuce.
Oh, Deuce! And then Zephyr waves him down, and then he realizes how loud he's being, and he's like, "Oh, Deuce!"
Deuce waves hi at you. You notice that he seems to be eating some dinner lunch of his own, with a book propped open next to him. And he kind of laughs, and he's like, "You don't have to be quiet. It's okay. There's no one else in the library."
Oh, do you normally eat here by yourself, alone?
Oh, sometimes. Sometimes when I want to read a book, but sometimes I like to eat like right outside the entrance of the palace, or sometimes I just eat in my room.
Got it. Kind of like you're like your own lone wolf kind of thing going on.
Yeah, you can say that.
What are you reading?
He turns the book over to you, and you see that it is a picture book.
Oh, this looks interesting.
He kind of goes, "Yeah, you know, I can't really read, so I like the children's books. A lot of them have pictures that I can just look at that I really like."
Oh, Zephyr has no comment. Sorry to bother your little lunch dinner break, but would you happen to know where I could find the history section? Maybe some books on the history of Churik?
He shakes his head.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Into the palace.
Okay. And then?
And then I go to sleep.
Oh, you're going to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what about you?
Well, I kind of just shuffle my way into the palace and go to sleep. No.
Nope.
No. I'm just kind of like looking around, trying to find where I am, and seeing if I see any familiar faces.
You see a few guards walking around. You don't know any of them, but those are the only people you see at the moment. Okay.
Well, I guess I make my way to the throne room.
All right. Well, you enter the throne room. There you see Bunir. He is sitting at a table in the corner of the room, kind of reading over some scrolls.
Bunir, I have a few questions.
He looks over at you and puts down a scroll, and he's like, yes?
I walk over to Bunir and kind of just pop a squat or something, or sit on the floor or sit somewhere near him and say, I know you're not a priest, but I have a few confessions to make.
He kind of just blinks at you.
I yelled at a fellow scholar today, and I don't know what came over me. I'm lawful good, but for some reason I got a bit carried away, and it seems that there was a misunderstanding between me and this possible acquaintance or friend at one point. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore.
Do you want to go talk to your other friend? I think he's in the library.
Yes, after I speak with you.
Oh, okay.
You see, when I looked into his eyes, I saw fear that I've never seen before in a man. I didn't know that I was capable of instilling such fear into another being. And I heard a voice, possibly from above, possibly my own conscience, I don't know, but just telling me to stop, that it was pointless. And for some reason, what I was trying to get, I was trying to get information out of this fellow scholar that I could have sworn that I gave him a task to do, but he didn't seem to remember it down to the core of his being. I even gave him a tangible piece of paper.
Oh.
That he was supposed to translate, but he knew nothing of this interaction. And so I to be honest, I don't know what to think anymore. Is my reality a lie? Am I slowly losing touch of my own reality? Am I drifting back into the astral plane?
Maybe you just mistook him for a person?
I don't know. I don't know, Bunir. But I thought you may know of something, being the palace arcanist, and you being a man of magic, a man of the mystic arts might know of something that might explain this in some way.
Well, you know, usually when you're faced with a situation you can't believe, we usually resort to magic. But, you know, a lot of times it's just something very pragmatic, you know, maybe the person you were talking to had a twin, you know? Or, you know, you're getting a little old, you forget some things here and there. Or, you know, something... I don't know. Have you tried using detect magic? Do you have that?
That would have been a good idea. Do you mean detect magic right now, or?
Well, back in when you were confused with the man, you know. You never know.
Well, I rolled for perception and I got a nat 20, so.
Good job.
I mean, I at least think that I saw into the man's soul, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I just needed to get that off my chest.
Okay.
Anyway. Anyway, I will take my leave now. If you hear of anything about possible shapeshifters and or people reincarnating and or people turning into other people, let me know. Because
okay.
I don't understand any of this.
Alright. I will let you know.
Okay, thank you. Alright. One more question.
Yes?
Where did the hero of Trek go?
He went to the Palace Library, which should be upstairs. I can take you there if you'd like.
Yes, please. I've gotten quite lost a few times today.
I think. Are you still in the bathroom, cutie?
Yeah.
I think he's taking a poo. We ate a lot of cream cheese before D&D.
Okay.
Alright, Vanir takes you up to the Palace Library where Zephyr is. When you guys enter, you see Deuce sort of eating his dinner lunch in a corner, reading being very invested into one book. You see Zephyr kind of walking around towards the back of the library looking for something. And then
you didn't offer to take me to the library.
Well, after Bunir takes Wei to the library, he kind of just he leaves Wei to his own devices. But yeah, Wei, you see Zephyr looking around for something.
Ah, the hero of Tarek.
Don't call me that.
Anyway, the hero of Tarek. I haven't seen you in so long.
It's been like an hour. Maybe two?
An hour on one planet is 100 years in its orbit.
Does Deuce look like that? What is going on?
Are you okay, Wayug? You sure you don't need some rest before night shift?
Maybe I do.
Gordon, you still sleeping, or do you want to join them in the library too?
I guess I'm still sleeping.
Okay.
Well, if you want to help me, I'm looking for books on the history of Churuk. Thought maybe you could read up and see if there's anything that has happened in the past that might be similar, or that might point us towards why these things are happening right now.
Nah, I'm good.
All right. Guess I'll do it myself.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You know.
Zephyr already left and he's starting to look for the books on his own.
All right,
All
both
right.
give me perception rolls, both of you. Looking for history books.
Yeah. I got an 18.
Wayug doesn't know what he's doing. Wayug rolled a one, by the way. For our viewers, Wayug rolled a 1.
This is why Zephyr decided to do it myself.
Wayug's like knocking over books. He turns around, his tail just knocks over a shelf.
Perhaps I should take a nap.
Better.
Anyways, does Zephyr have any luck finding the books?
Zephyr, you eventually find the history section on the east wing of the library. As you're sort of looking at all these, you know, obviously, I mean, just a bunch of history books cluttered in one area. But as you are trying to find books specifically about Turek, you kind of find that there's kind of a big empty gap. Whereas most of the wall, like, there are so many books that there's no space for, like, anything there. In this section of the wall, there's just gaps. Gaps here and there, then just a couple random books just lying in these empty spots. But yeah, you find the history section. You just see, at the moment, from what you can find about specific books on the history of Trek, you sort of see one about Xcar, the town you guys previously went to where you were crowned the king of Trek. Not the king, the hero of Trek.
The hero. Zephyr takes that book. Does he see any other books that pique his interest?
There's sort of one about the first lord of Turek.
Zephyr also takes that book.
Alright. There's a couple other Turek books, but they're not specifically about, like, the history. Or anything specific. Or not anything, like, I mean, they are pretty specific. Some of them are just kind of about, like the taverns that you guys saw, like the tangy tutors and stuff. Sort of like the history of how those came to be. If you want to pick those up as well, up to you.
Is there a book on vegan delights?
No, there's not a book on vegan delights. It's mostly about the taverns and stuff.
Is there a book on the fishing hole?
The fishing hole? No.
Well, Zephyr decides it's better. It's like better safe than sorry, and just takes the book on the taverns, and with the 3 books, heads over to where Deuce is sitting and takes a seat beside him.
Alright. Wait, you kind of see that Zephyr has picked out a couple books already. You want to ask him about them, or maybe read one of them, or...
No.
Oh, okay. What would you
I'm
like
just
to do?
going to pass out.
Okay.
Oh,
Wayug passes out. Zephyr, you're the only one awake.
All right. Zephyr spends the next little bit just grinding through these books, trying to see if there's any information that might help solve any questions or mysteries that they've had.
Okay. Which book do you want to read first?
I want to read the one on the First Lord of Turek.
Okay. The book about the first Lord of Turek talks about it's sort of like a diary. You're not sure who it's in the perspective of, but they kind of talk about how it's been a good handful of years since the foundation of Arantia. And the author kind of talks about, like, although I'm reaching a half century of my age, a character or a person named Primus is merely a quarter of his age. and he finds it unfortunate that a human's lifespan is only a quarter of his. And how Primus wants to continue a bloodline of humans for the crown.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is any of the locales or names familiar to Zephyr, or are they all just new?
It's only that portion of like this sort of diary type book that you find sort of relating to anything you find familiar, you know, but the rest is mostly about personal relationships he has with other people, but you don't know any of these names.
Okay. Can Zephyr open up the book on Eshkar and see if there's anything about the sword prophecy?
Yes, it is the first thing it talks about when you open up the book. It talks about how Eshkar was founded and made around Excalibur, the sword stuck in the stone. It became a major trading point and eventually, you know, expanded, became a nice town. And since it was next to a river, the land around it was pretty fertile and they export a lot of crops and whatnot. And then it talks about kind of like about the sword in the stone. There's nothing too specific. It's kind of like, where did this sword come from and this stone? Blah 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 blah. It also mentions about sort of that the river that it's next to flows into what they call the Holy Waterfall, which there's kind of a map in the book, and you recognize this as the waterfall you guys fought the slime monster at.
Mm-hmm.
And it sort of talks about conspiracy theories about like cults and stuff that may be related to the waterfall. The author talks about how there's been sightings of mysterious white people going into the mouth of the waterfall, and there's speculation about what these people do. Like they're not sure if they keep the waterfall, like, because you know how it's like sparkly and magical. They don't know if those people are the ones causing it to be all holy. They don't know like if they're maintaining something. They don't know what they do in the waterfall, and no one has been successful to enter the waterfall like they do. But then there's speculation that perhaps these white-skinned people, they are the reason for the sword in the stone. But none of it's confirmed. It's a lot of conspiracy theories that the author kind of discusses.
Zephyr is starting to piece a couple things together, and he has some suspicions. Is there anything of note in the book on taverns?
You read through the book of the taverns and kind of just how like they were like the first taverns ever built on the capital island, and how they became more popular, but over time kind of they became more like exclusive clubs for different types of folk, because you know, one of them was the fancier one, which Zephyr personally went to when you guys were investigating the taverns. And then Tangy Tutors was the more rowdy one that Wei Yu previously went to investigate. And kind of just talking about how the two taverns kind of represent the two different sides of the capital, with their different
Sides, you
views.
say.
And it's more like a book talking about like sociology and stuff about the two taverns.
Okay. Well, I think Zephyr finishes reading for now. So far, what Zephyr picked up is that the first people of Churik were not human. However, they encountered humans who wanted to continue a bloodline on Churik. For Eshkar, there was a city. The Eshkar was founded around Excalibur, but the origins of the sword were unknown. However, the city is it's closely tied to the river, which is tied to the waterfall. And there's these settings of white, possibly pale, question mark, people.
And the book
going
talks
into
about
the
them being
waterfall.
like pure white. Like pure white
Pure
people.
white. Okay. Like, well, I guess the book wouldn't say that.
Say what?
Whether or not, I don't know, Zephyr just speculating like what he thinks or what I think is that it could be the vampires. Possibly, because vampires live a lot longer than humans. But for now, Zephyr decides just to keep the books with him. Hopefully that's allowed.
Well, no one's saying no.
Yeah. Is Deuce still here?
This
Dude
is there.
says no.
He's sort of finishing up his food and closing up his book.
How was your book, Deuce?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was about fruit and vegetables.
Nice. Yeah, if you ever want some company while you read or while you eat lunch, if we're in the castle, feel free to hit us up.
His eyes kind of sparkle at your suggestion. He's like, I would love that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about the other two, but I know how to read. So if you ever want someone to read with, you know where to find me. Well, I'm sure you'll be able to find me. Anyways, it's getting pretty late. I should probably get ready for night duty.
Yeah, a couple hours have passed as you've been reading. Deuce leaves the library to go do his servant duties. But yeah, now it is about, let's say it's almost 7. It's almost 7. Wei-Yu's sleeping on the floor of the library. Gordon, you are sleeping in the sleeping quarters, right?
Yeah.
Do you wake up or?
Yeah.
All right, you're awake.
I'm awake. I go get up and I walk around and I go look for my companions.
All right. Wei-Yu, do you wake up naturally?
No.
No. Zephyr, you watch Wei-Yu sleep on the library floor.
Zephyr isn't sure whether he wants to wake up Wei-Yu or not, but decides it's for the best, and then just kind of like
Kicks him.
he takes like the end of his sword and just kind of like prods Wei-Yu awake. not the sharp end, obviously.
Just pokes him.
You sure about that?
It's in its sheath. We have night duty. It's 7 o'clock.
The way is neutral. It does not worry about good or evil. The masters are neutral. Be cool.
Zephyr gives him like a firm shove.
Oh. If you keep talking about it, it won't make any sense. Yes.
Night duty. It's 7.
Oh, I'm in this Okay, all right. Hold on one second.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, I'm good.
What exactly happened?
I hurled a little bit.
As Wei is waking up, Gordon, just because he's so good at navigating the castle, arrives at the front of the library. Gordon, you know it is 7 p.m.
It's time to go, guys.
Yeah, I'm just waking up.
Yellow-hatted guy. To go.
Okay. We're heading to the barracks, right?
I guess so. I reach inside my shell and try and pull out an orange beer.
Okay, you pulling out.
I don't know if that's the best idea.
Ain't nothing like an orange beer in the morning.
Straight to the
7
barracks.
Oh, perfect time then.
All right.
The barracks.
You guys go to the barracks. The barrack area, and yes, you see Dante. He is at the desk. People are sort of just lining up, getting their duties for the day. And yeah.
Zephyr, and I assume everyone else lines up to get their duties.
Alright, you guys line up, and eventually you reach Dante. He kind of just looks at you guys, he raises a brow, and he looks down his books and his notebook, and he's like, you guys know what you're doing tonight, right?
Yeah. Arya briefed us on our new tasks. We're gonna go to the fishing hole, just do some investigating.
His eyes kind of widen, and he's like, investigating.
I meant patrolling.
Anyway, here's an orange beer, Mr. Dante.
He kind of squints at it, and he's like, I don't drink.
Oh.
Good for you.
And he
Fine,
kind
I'll take it.
of scribbles some stuff down in his book, and he's like, she told you to go to the fishing hole?
Zephyr's
guess
trying
so.
to remember if it was supposed to be a secret or not. Just around the general area. Just like patrol around.
Said there's some people disappearing around there, so we're going to check it out.
Again, his brows kind of raised as he's writing this down. He's like, all right, fishing hole for you guys then. And then he just kind of waves his hand to dismiss you guys.
And then Zephyr salutes and then leaves.
And then on your guys' way out, he says, don't kidnap anyone else tonight.
Got it.
We didn't, though.
Anyways, we're on our way out.
I didn't.
Anyway, I'm taking my orange beer and I'm gonna drink it.
Oh.
All right, you guys mosey on out of the palace. Where you guys head first?
Vegan Delights.
Beacon Delights.
Why are we going to Vegan Delights?
We're fine. You want to come with us?
We are supposed to stick together, but I thought we were going to the fishing hole.
Oh, you know, I thought it'd be nice for us to just go over to Vegan Delights again.
Is that really a great idea?
Ryug agrees, right, Ryug?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
What are you guys gonna do at Vegan Delights?
We're just gonna hang out, you know? Knock on the door. You don't want to come?
It's just Arya gave us a mission.
We'll get to it afterwards. Assuming we live.
oh.
What is going on at Vegan Delights?
We're going on at Vegan Delights.
Zephyr just lets out a sigh and then follows behind the two. Alright, make this quick.
All right, you guys make your way down to Vegan Delights. There's still a little bit of sun up in the air, just a tiny bit, which kind of allows Vegan Delights to sort of have lights on. There are lights on in the first floor, And if you guys peek inside, you kind of see Valentine there. He's kind of just sitting around at one of the tables, doingly waiting for you guys.
I knock on the door.
Wait, isn't that who we saw yesterday? Zephyr like whispers to Wayug.
Yes.
What?
We're gonna let Gordon do the talking here.
Oh, okay.
Is that a good idea?
I don't have a good feeling about this.
Okay. Well,
Zephyr's gonna wait outside, or like watch from behind the window.
okay. Well, from inside, after Gordon knocks, Valentine, he kind of meets Gordon's eyes and just motions him to come in.
Gordon moseys on in.
All right.
Hi, Valentine.
Wait, are you following Gordon in, or are you staying outside with Zephyr?
I'm following him in.
All right, Gordon and Wei, come on in. Valentine just kind of waves back and motions for you guys to sit with him at one of the bigger tables.
I hope your business treated you well today.
Oh yeah, yes. What was it that you wanted to discuss?
Oh, yes. I wanted to discuss about your other business.
He kind of blinks at you and he's like, what other business?
Well, I just want to let you know that they're on to us.
His eyes kind of squint and he's like, excuse me? And then he
Well, to tell you
he
the-
looks over at Wei-Yu to scan his face as well.
I'm just nodding.
Oh. Yes, Gordon.
To tell you the truth, we made a mistake last night.
Last night? You?
We made a mistake last night.
You and your friend here?
No. We made a mistake last night.
Me?
You know the guards? They're on to us.
Valentine kind of squints at your face, and he's like, what do you mean?
You know what I mean. They're on to us.
For what?
We left the door open last night by accident.
Yeah, he kind of looks over at you. His eyes sort of surprised, but also like question mark?
Anyway. I just want to let you know that.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, can I use the bathroom?
Oh, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay. I go up the stairs.
Alright.
Wait, you jump in the counter?
I walk behind the counter and go up the
Wait,
stairs.
before you go behind the counter, he's kind of like, wait, the bathroom's right there.
I might be using it for a long time.
That's fine, it's right there.
You might not want to smell it.
Well, I don't use the customer bathroom, so it's okay.
I think I should use the bathroom upstairs.
It's okay, sir. You can just use the
I
bathroom.
walk up the stairs.
What is going on?
Valentine kind of just stands up abruptly, and he's like, "Can you tell your friend to get back down here?"
Can you just use the restroom right there? Or just use the restroom in your shell. It's fine.
Oh, my bad, sorry. I can't see very well.
Oh, I see.
I was my bad. My old eyes can get to me sometimes. Let me use the bathroom down here.
Anyways, Valentine,
Yes?
honestly, we were asked by Arya to look into some strange disappearances, and we heard that you might have some more information about that.
His eyes kind of go wide at the name of Arya, and he kind of sits back down and leans over, and he's like, "What'd she tell you?"
He said that you're a very good, really good fellow, and that you might have some more information about some strange happenings on the island.
In relation to missing people?
You know, missing people, stuff happening, maybe something evil about.
Evil. He kind of mutters that word under his breath, kind of spacing out for a little bit before he snaps back to reality, and he's like, "Well, if you want to see what." He kind of just awkwardly stands up and motions for you to follow.
Is there something that... And I cut myself off. I'm like, all right, we'll go in and take a look.
What
I
is
come out of the
Right.
bathroom.
I was about to say, where's Wei Yu? I thought you were gonna be in there a while.
I thought you were gonna take a while. You seem like you didn't seem very well earlier in the library.
I'm good.
Okay. Is YU good to join us as well?
Yes.
I asked Valentine.
If
Okay.
if you guys are together, I suppose.
And then I get up and I guess I follow after Valentine.
Yeah. All right, you guys. He kind of helps you guys over the counter. He opens up the little ledge thingy, and you guys start going up the stairs. Zephyr, you kind of notice them leaving the first floor. If you want to do anything.
Is the door unlocked?
Yeah, it's still unlocked. It's just closed.
Zephyr's gonna sneak in
Okay,
and just like,
roll for stealth.
oh, that
What the?
one. That's not good.
All right, you attempt to sneakily enter through the front door, but there is a bell attached to the door, or right above the door.
Zephyr rolled a 1, by the way.
When you open it, the chime kind of rings out louder than usual because there's kind of no one in the cafe right now besides them. And before Valentine takes you guys upstairs, he kind of shoots his head back at Zephyr coming in, and he's like, "Oh, we're closed at the moment."
Oh, sorry, I'm with these two. I was just running a little late.
Valentine kind of looks over at Gordon to see, to get confirmation if Zephyr's with him.
I don't think I've ever seen this person before in my life.
What?
Valentine looks over at Weiyug for confirmation. It's just Weiyug.
Sir, Vegan Delights opens again in the morning if you'd like to come back.
Zephyr kind of just like squints at Gordon. Is this some kind of code? Is this some kind of like secret message? And then he's like, okay, I guess I'll come back tomorrow. And then he just exits out the door. And then just kind of stands there in the glass door.
Valentine kind of frowns, and he's like, "Okay, well, Anyway,
Should we lock up before we go up? When any uninvited guest?
I suppose that's true. And then Valentine takes out his keys and he awkwardly goes over to the front door and looks at Zephyr through the window and just kind of locks the door.
Wait a second. Wait, isn't that Zephyr?
Zephyr,
No,
can you hear
Gordon
it?
be imagining things.
Can you hear
Oh,
them through the
upstairs.
glass?
I feel like I've seen him before.
Anyways, Valentine, you're gonna show us something?
Oh, yes, yeah, follow me. And he starts going back behind the counter again.
Zephyr's just gonna go across the street and like sit in an alleyway, just watching the entrance of Vegan Delight. Maybe try and see if he can catch another surprise visitor like last night.
I kind of stay at the window looking at Zephyr.
It would be a shame if we
longingly.
disappeared and no one knew about it, right?
Zephyr's just still honestly very confused what's going on because he was not informed about this meeting nor about the plan.
There was no
look-
plan. Zephyr decided to stand outside, so he stays outside.
I longingly look at Zephyr through the window,
Longing.
Yeah.
and I kind of as
Technically,
Gordon,
Wayuk didn't even know that this meeting was happening either. Wayuk was in the bathroom both times.
as
Oh, dear.
as Gordon and Valentine walk up the stairs, I kind of shift my eyes to point to the back of the establishment, trying to make eye contact with Zephyr.
Zephyr, still confused, follows his direction. And scurries along the side of the building and then stands in the back alleyway.
And I kind of just mosey my way up onto there, and then just kind of go like, oh, whoops, unlatch the back door.
Are you doing that while Gordon
Wait,
and,
what?
and
Yeah,
And Valentine
doesn't
upstairs?
Valentine notice you're not with them?
I was looking longingly at the window to Zephyr, kind of in a
okay,
trance.
so you're doing are you doing this
What's
are you
going
doing this
on?
while Valentine and Gordon are upstairs or while they're like about to go upstairs?
While they're about to go upstairs. Well, they're already upstairs by the
Okay.
time that I
Let me see
that I
real quick.
oh,
Let me see real quick.
did
This
the,
sounds very complicated.
they're kind of already upstairs by the time that I unlatch the back door.
Okay.
Is it unlatchable?
Yeah, because it's locked from the inside, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I guess
then
yeah.
And then I kind of whisper to Zephyr, keep watch, okay?
What? So you open the door as well?
No, I don't open the door, but
You're whispering through a metal door.
yeah, I kind of go like, keep watch, all right?
I was keeping watch, Zephyr says, and then he just goes back outside.
Okay, and then I go like, oh, la-di-da-di-da, and then I
Zephyr smacks his forehead and then goes back to where he was positioned.
What the hell's going on?
and so I just kind of mosey my way back into the dining room,
So
and
by this time we're upstairs, right?
yes,
Yeah.
And then what's happening upstairs while you gets lost, dying downstairs?
Okay, well, once you guys reach the top of the stairs, Valentine, he kind of looks down at Gordon. He's like, "You're with Arya, right?"
Yeah. Arya's actually the one that had us. How would we have known anything if Arya didn't tell us?
He kind of sighs and he motions towards the doors on the left. Of course, you've been in this hallway before. There's 2 doors on the left, 2 doors on the right, and then his bedroom on the very end. He motions towards the 2 doors on the left side of you guys, and he's like, well, you can go take a look.
Gordon walks up towards the door on the left and then slowly opens up the door, which I assume is unlocked.
Yeah, they're all unlocked. The first one that you slowly open up is the one you went into last night. It's the one with like the whole
I wasn't
wooden.
there.
No, you were.
I was.
You went into this room and then you
You were.
watched the way you open up the drawers to look at knives and stuff.
With the knives.
You were the
and
one-
The table.
you were the one- taking the
I thought that was
sheets
on the
off.
right side. I thought that was on the right
It's
side.
on the left. It's on the left.
My bad.
But yeah, it's that room where with a bunch of drawers that where you opened up and you took all these sheets off of the table, and there's in the corner there's like a couch and stuff.
What's this?
I
I turn towards Valentine.
Valentine kind of winces, kind of squints into the room like it's hard to look at, and he looks away dramatically. And he just shakes his head. He's like, "It's too horrible."
What is going on? And as I look through the room, do I see anything strange or?
No, it looks the same as you guys, as it looked last night when you first entered the room. The wooden table is kind of just covered up. All the drawers are nice and neat. There's nothing sprawled out on the table or anything. The couch resting area is all neat as well.
Is there something wrong with this room?
Valentine kind of looks back at it, glaring at it. He pinches his nose, and he's like, "It reeks."
Oh. Is there... What does it reek of?
He looks away again. He just shakes his head. Of blood.
Blood? Why is that? And do I see any signs of blood or anything like that in the
No,
room?
everything looks pretty clean and pristine. Even if you open up the drawer, everything inside looks clean and sanitized as well.
It's strange. Do you know why? Why is there a bloody smell coming from one of the rooms and Vegan Delights?
He kind of just sighs and he's like, What has Arya told you?"
Well, Arya was very vague. Arya wanted us to look into it. She kind of told us that there is something else going on within the island, and we're kind of have the freedom to look into it and investigate it. So, not too much, I'll be honest. The main lead that she gave us was going to the fishing hole, but also she brought up the fact that you might know more than and more information.
Kind of frowns and he's like, "Well, come here. And like as you leave the room, he closes the door behind you, and he's like, "Well, I don't know too much about what's happening at the fishing hole, but as for what's going on here," he points to one of the doors on the right, which is the one where the doorknob was busted off of, and he kind of just motions for you to enter that room.
Is that the karate chopped doorknob?
Yeah.
I opened the door.
The nat 20.
When you open the door, kind of the smell of blood hits you a lot harder.
And then this time I went and turned away. I was like, oh.
And he says, Valentine tells you to turn on the switch on the side of the wall.
I flip on the switch.
Once you flip on the switch, the small room is instantly illuminated by a pretty bright white light that's on the ceiling. you see an opened up partition. There's a partition in the middle, a cloth partition. It's like white, but it's splattered in blood, in dark, kind of brown, dried up blood. It's parted all the way open, so you can see towards the back. In the back, there are a handful of shackles and sort of, things nailed into the wall for like shackles and stuff. And there's broken shackles on the floor and a ton of dried up blood just around. In the corner, there is a pile of dirtied fabrics, dirtied by blood, dirt, sweat, bunch of different things. But yeah. And as you're kind of looking over this entire scene, Valentine, he kind of sniffs. He's like holding in a tear. He says, this is where they keep their livestock.
What's going on here? You're telling me that Vegan Delights is not vegan?
No. We are definitely vegan. But whatever this is, he just shakes his head and grimaces.
How did all this go on without you knowing?
No, I did know. Kind of whispers, kind of heartbroken.
Does this have to do with the fact
his admittance.
that you don't have the freedom?
He kind of draws in a short breath, and kind of glances over to the stairs, and he's like, I was ordered to have the meat exchange happen in Vegan Delights.
Ordered?
For the meat traders to do their business.
What does Arya know about this?
Arya, she came to me earlier today and asked me about the things on the second floor here. I don't know how she knew, but I knew I could trust her, so I told her what happened.
So is there something stopping you from stopping them?
He just nods. He wipes away a little tear.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Help? He kind of frowns.
Well, clearly this is not something that you enjoy partaking in, so...
No, of course not. Well... There's not much
we're just here to help, so...
I can do unless... I guess the reason for the exchange to happen here is resolved.
Oh? And what is that? Is it due to the curfew?
He shakes his head.
Who exactly ordered you to have the exchange here?
He kind of fiddles with his fingers very, very nervously. He kind of motions for you to come closer. He kind of looks around as if he's being watched.
I come in a little closer.
He cups a hand over your ear and he whispers, "The Queen."
The Queen? I see.
Valentine just kind of nods sadly.
How long has this been going on?
It's been going on for about 4.5 years now. He just shakes his head.
4.5 years?
Yes,
Does this have anything to do with the curfew that the Queen put in place?
possibly. The Queen, she has one agenda. And that's to eradicate anything she deems sinful from the city.
I see.
So while this is all happening, where are you, Zephyr? What are you guys doing? You're still in the building, right?
Yes, I'm still in the building, but I'm eavesdropping.
Okay. And then Zephyr's still taking watch outside.
Yeah. I assume no one's come to
Yeah.
intervene the lights.
No one's
Okay.
come yet. There's still a little bit of light out, just a tiny bit. So technically, there's still allowed to go out.
Okay. Then yeah, Zephyr's just keeping watch.
And then, while Valentine is talking to Gordon, he kind of peeks out. His bedroom door is open, so he peeks over to the side and sees that light is slowly fading from the sky, like a lot faster now. And he kind of just says, "You guys need to go. It's curfew soon. I need to turn off all the
Yes,
lights."
It's getting late. You're right.
And
Thank you, Mr. Valentine. We'll try to keep in touch. Hopefully we can figure out what's going on, and maybe you won't have to go through this for very much longer.
And I just nod silently, and he's like, "That'd be nice." And then you guys make your way downstairs where Wayug is, and Valentine actually opens up the back door and have you guys exit from there.
By the way, Valentine, who were the dwarves that were here the other night?
Valentine's eyes kind of go wide, and he's like, "Dwarves?"
Never mind. We'll be off now.
All right, he closes the door. Zephyr, at your current position, you saw them go down the stairs and exit through the back way, by the way.
Alright. Gordon drags Wayug with him, and then we start heading towards the front. Do I see Zephyr right off the bat, or no?
Maybe. How do you guys re-meet?
Zephyr reveals himself.
Alright, shall we go to the watering hole now?
Are you gonna tell me what happened in there?
No, I told you, we're just stopping by for a quick chat.
Oh dear.
We can talk about this later.
Yeah, we gotta go to our post over to the watering hole.
There's nothing important you need to tell me before we go?
Oh, looks like the curiosity is killing you. But I suppose since it might be a little important, I suppose. But according to Valentine, and then I lean in kind of close towards Zephyr, and I whisper, "Well, it looks like it's the queen that might be behind the kidnappings."
Zephyr's eyes just kind of widen. It's like, what? Who told you that?
I just told you, Valentine.
And do you trust the vampire?
Not necessarily. That's why I said it's not important. Anyways, we have somewhere to go, right?
I guess. I mean, Zephyr's kind of just like processing.
No time to dawdle about. Let's go. In the words of a yellow-hatted guy. Go.
Does Wayug want to say anything to Zephyr?
I say to Zephyr, to be honest, it seems pretty credible.
And as we're walking,
Oh dear.
I just heard you laugh in the other room. You might be not here. It was hilarious.
Anyways, off to the fishing hole.
Okay. You guys want to do fishing hole this session or next session?
I'm down to do it this session, unless you guys want to.
It's already been 2 hours, so it depends on you guys.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
Can we do it next sesling?
Oh,
It's
that's fine.
Lebby.
Okay.
we didn't do jack diddly squat.
You guys learned some stuff today. I feel like it was more.
did have
It
stuff.
was more.
Well, some of us.
Yeah,
I
if you
think
didn't learn anything.
I feel like everyone today learned a new piece of information, so I think that's good. I feel like today was good-ish.
Oh yeah, what did Zephyr learn?
Zephyr was in the library.
And what did
I feel
YU
like I
learn?
learned a lot.
Wei was the one that was questioning Professor Worm.
What did I learn?
You're the one questioning Valentine.
yeah.
Everyone did something today.
Did we learn anything from Professor Worm?
I learned to question my
Why
reality.
you was questioning everything?
Oh, okay.
You were questioning
I guess
that
that's
dimension.
something.
It's like, where you were sitting there, it's like, are we in the multiverse?
Where you learned that he may not be lawful good.
You know what's funny though? If you look down at the previous rolls, both JD and where you rolled a 1 last.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well,
Oh, I guess yeah. We learned that Professor Worm genuinely doesn't know what we're talking about when we were referring to the code.
yeah.
Professor Worm might have mysteriously disappeared.
Then what is Professor Worm doing here?
Well, maybe if
Professor
our
Worm?
group talked about things instead of just keeping them to ourselves. I'm just kidding. We can talk about that when we're back in the
You guys
palace.
piece together your information.
Oh. But it's more fun that way.
Zephyr is acting on like incomplete information like 75% of the time.
So he's like, what the hell is
Zephyr's over there
happening?
like, when did we start talking to Valentine? We're buddy with Valentine now? As far as he was tracking, Valentine was the one in
Yeah.
charge of the kidnapping earlier.
That's what Zephyr thinks right now, that we're working with the child kidnapper.
I don't know. Valentine doesn't recognize Zephyr or were you guys suppose?
I mean, it was
Surprise.
dark and we kind of just like ran out of the
Do
building.
vampires not have dark vision?
Oh, I feel like they would.
Vampires? You know what animal vampires are related to, right?
Yeah. They have 120 feet of dark vision. I think he can see perfectly fine.
He's a busy man. He has to remember a lot of faces at Vegan Delights.
That's kind of sus. Maybe the same thing that happened to Professor Worm happened to him.
No.
I don't think so.
Is that?
Because
I
he's
think that's
pretty,
a little-
like, Zephyr wasn't there, but he was pretty honest about.
Are you sure he was honest? Did you insight check him?
I guess we didn't. But Zephyr wasn't there, so he couldn't.
No, I trust Valentine.
I trust Gordon.
You
even
do?
though I don't know what's going on.
Oh dear. Well, thank you guys for playing tonight. Let's go tuck Ice into bed. We will see you. Thank you guys for coming to watch D&D. Next session, things will happen. Maybe.
Maybe one day we'll do another fight.
Goal like 3 sessions ago.
It's taking a little bit, but you know. Thank you guys for coming. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm doing a work stream, so I'll see you guys there. Everyone say goodbye to everyone, I guess, and good night.
Goodbye.
And
Good
we will see you
night.
guys next week, hopefully. Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.